Hey everyone, week 4. Gonna try and make this quick. Full week this week, April 27th through May 1st. Be sure to keep watching the videos, reference them whenever you need it. Something that is new this week that I do want to point out right here. Failure to turn in a sufficient final draft. We're turning in our final draft of our research paper this week. You'll hear more about that in a second. Probably going to lead to an incomplete semester grade. Is 150 points. As a big deal. So we want to make sure that we do our best to follow through this week and get that in because we don't want anyone getting an incomplete based off that. As always, everything's assigned on Monday. Everything's due Friday at midnight. You can do it daily or you can do it all at once, whatever is easiest for you. I get it. There's a lot going on. So if things come up, please let me know. I'm happy to work out some alternative arrangements. Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be working on this. Basically, you're going to read through all your body paragraphs and you're going to be revising them based off of this little question checklist, okay? Everything in bold is basically a question you need to ask yourself as you are reading through your body paragraphs, and then beneath it is a little explanation if you need some more detail or need some further thought on the matter. Pretty straightforward. I would just go through this with all my body paragraphs to make sure everything is in order and looking good. And I gave you plenty of time with it being Monday and Tuesday, so no need to rush. You can break it up. I would recommend rereading as well, but that is the plan for Monday and Tuesday. This handout is located at the bottom of the schedule in classroom, this document. So it is LL4 body paragraphs revision directions. That is Monday and Tuesday. Heading to Wednesday, the 29th, we are going to holistically read our evolving final drafts and make adjustments for clarity. Wow, that's a fancy way of saying, basically, I want you to read through your entire paper from start to finish, and you're focusing on the content, what you're saying, and how clear it is. So if something's jumbled, now's the time to make a change, and I just give you these 7 guiding questions to be thinking about as you're reading through your draft. I would read through once with these questions in mind, make some adjustments as you see fit, and then read through again to make sure those adjustments flow like I wrote down here. As a side note, obviously this is not required because everyone has some different circumstances, but if you are able to get someone else, whether it's a friend that you email it to or someone at home or whatever the case may be, if you can get someone else to read through it and just focus on whether things are clear or not, it's always good to get a second set of eyes on the paper. Mainly, you know what you're trying to say, so your brain can fill in those gaps when things are a little foggy, and you might not necessarily read through everything as carefully as someone who's reading it through the first time. That is the goal for Wednesday. Once again, making some draft changes and adjustments, some editing. Same deal down here. It is at the bottom of the schedule, and that is called the LL4 Holistic Revisions and Read-Throughs. There is no assignment Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday that needs to be turned in, but if you fail to do these things, you're likely going to get a lower grade on your final draft. And like I said, it's 150 points, so I would take the time to give this a try. You don't need to rush through it because you have so much time. You should have a pretty fully formed rough draft, so now's the time to make some adjustments on that. Thursday, we are checking our work against a checklist, basically, which is here. It is called the LL4 Research Paper Self-Checklist. It is once again at the bottom of the schedule in classroom. Pretty specific instructions on what to make sure we have in our final draft. Notice it breaks down general, so overall, intro, thesis, human rights paragraph, body paragraphs, conclusion, bibliography, works cited. It gives you a ton of details on what to make sure you have. You don't need to turn this in. Once again, it's just another helpful tool to be going through as you are revising and hopefully getting to the finish line. This is the last sort of self-check that you would do for the revision process, the last thing that could prompt some revision and editing. That is Thursday. Friday, we are going to be formatting our final drafts according to MLA. I know hopefully at this point in time, being a senior so late in the game, this is hopefully something we have some experience with and remember, but I did create a video that should be linked to YouTube, should be approved and ready to go. You don't need to watch the whole thing. You know how to do certain things, but if you're looking on how to specifically do stuff with the bibliography, the works cited, you want to check out on that again, that's towards the end. I would very much be focusing on the hanging indent portion because that can be a bit tricky, but everything on how to format your final draft, including your works cited and bibliography, is in this video. It is linked here in the schedule and also in the classwork tab as well for our assignment number 4, research paper final draft. That is the only thing you're turning in this week, is your final draft at the end of the week on Friday, due by Friday, May 1st at midnight. But all this other stuff is still expected to be done because that is going to really push your paper over the top and hopefully ensure a job well done and a solid grade as well. As always, do these in order, follow the directions listed on the assignments, watch this video. I would recommend watching the other video too. Everything is due Friday, May 1st at midnight. Email me at this address if you have any questions. Checking in is going to be based off of you doing the work and me seeing that. So if by the end of the week I don't see anything, you're probably going to be hearing from me or someone else from the school. And by you, I mean probably your parents. So make sure you're staying on track. If you're lost, reach out. We can make alternative arrangements. We can set some additional stuff up. It'll all be good, but you need to let me know. Before I let you go, classwork. This is the Google Classroom assignment number 4, the research paper final draft turn-in. Once again, here's the video. I've also attached the rubric and the template for the final draft, what it should look like. So here's the rubric. I won't really read it to you, but bottom line, this is probably what you're looking at here that you're most concerned about. But we want to make sure we are reading through and checking that against our paper to make sure we can maximize our point potential. So that is attached there. And then here is a template for what your final draft with your bibliography and works cited should look like. This is the thing that I work on in the video. That is all I have for you. Thanks for listening. Reach out if you need anything. Keep it up. You're in that last month of school, so keep at it. Stay strong. If you need something, let me know, and I'll talk to you later.